the big question was, would Iran go to war? Would the United States go to war with Iran? And if you look at Trump's first presidency, there were clear signs that he was being heavily influenced by Israel. He moved the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. He promoted the Abraham Accords. He recognized Israel's control over the Golan Heights. He ordered the assassination of General Qasem Soleimani in January 2020. And so if he had a second term, he would have most certainly gone to war against Iran. So that's how I came to my conclusion.
Got it. That's fair. And by the way, there's a very good book written by Jim Collins where he says, why the mighty fall? Why the mighty fall? And he goes through 5 stages of decline, and it validates what you're saying. Number 1 is hubris, born of success. We're great because we're great and we're untouchable, right? Number 2, an undisciplined pursuit of more. We all fall for this trap when we succeed. Let's go do more, faster, bigger, right? Number 3 is denial of risk and peril, which is we're fine. We have nothing to worry about. Number 4 is grasping for salvation. This is what we need to save, or we need help. And then number 4 is capitulations to irrelevance or death, which is over. I'm a Syrian. Trust me. We lost our empire many, many years ago, and we were very, very powerful. We don't have a country right now. So you have to always stay a little bit paranoid about what could happen. Now, let me go to the tweet of what President Trump posted on Truth Social this morning. The world is reacting to it. A lot of people are not happy. A lot of people are curious. Some people are saying this is good. But I would say a lot of the people are probably on, this is crazy what's about to happen today. J.D. Vance said something this morning that it's probably coming to an end. A whole civilization, President Trump said on Truth Social, a whole civilization will die tonight, never be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary, wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world, 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. How do you interpret that tweet?
I think that Trump is trying to go for maximum leverage in negotiation. But the reality is that the Iranians will not back down, and American forces already assembled in the Middle East. So I think that we will see a ground invasion as early as this weekend. And it'll be a multi-vector ground invasion, meaning that right now the Americans are attacking Karg Island, which is where Iran will export 90% of its oil from. And so the Americans intend on seizing Karg Island and strangling the Iranian economy. There will probably be an attack on Qasem Island as well in order to wrestle control of the Strait of Hormuz. There will also be an attack on the Iranian coastline in order to scout out air defenses. So I think that we are approaching a major escalation over the next few days.
So try to decode this, because the average person who reads this, they say, who talks like that? You know, what do you mean a whole civilization will die tonight, never brought back again? But if you're somebody that's, you seem like a pattern recognition type of guy, and you kind of watch how people speak, and we know this is how he speaks, right? He's not the most predictable guy. He's got predictable side, but also unpredictable side. Decode what he's saying here. Is this his last chance of negotiation for there not to happen? Is this his last chance of saying, I hope somebody says, hey, let's go out there and negotiate with them? Because Pakistan tried to bring the peace deal on both sides, and U.S. declined it, and so did Iran. So if you were to decode this a little bit more on where President's mind's at, what would you say?
Well, I would say that Trump has a history of working in reality TV. He thinks in terms of television. He asks himself what will draw attention, what will look good on TV, what will get people very emotional and afraid and anxious. So he spent a lot of time in the World Wrestling Entertainment with Vince McMahon. They had a feud, a television feud, and that's really how you speak in the WWE. You are rhetorical, you are bombastic, and you try to instill fear and rage in people. And so what Trump is trying to do is he's trying to huff and puff. It's really flexing. The other issue that's very worrying right now is that Trump has surrounded himself with advisors who are psychopaths, and they're not actually relaying to him good strategic advice.